welcome to this week's Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blind Intelligence. I'm your host, Miss Ronnie, where I always seek to give you exquisite cranial repertoire. This week, I am going to showcase a snippet of an interview with an artist out of Texas. His name is Kyle Seeley, or also known as the Bad Nothings. So I want you to check him out. What we're going to do is we're going to let you take over and tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
I moved to Chicago when I was 18 for 3 years, chasing after the blues, trying to start a band, and I got a reality check pretty quick and started working construction out there, then moved back to Texas. And I've been an electrician ever since, mainly, but uh, I just really want to try to give this a shot, like try to do something with playing, getting a band together or whatever I got to do. Try to get my foot in the door, basically. Um, but that's really, I mean, I work a lot. Like, I've got a lot of stuff I have to pay for, like with my kids, and so now that they moved out, I got a divorce. My life kind of went haywire for a minute, but um, they're in Dallas now, so their mom's got a good job and everything, so I can kind of relax now with working as much as I used to. So uh, I want to try to get a band together. I mean, so that's what I'm trying to do, but it's so hard out here when nobody really takes it very serious. It's hard to find people that take it serious, but um,
So,
you know,
so tell me, how long have you been doing music to even get to the point where you wanted to take it seriously, or did you use music as an outlet during that time in your life?
well, I mean, I've always used it as like a coping mechanism, um, but no, I've been playing since I was 12. I got my first guitar, but like really wanted to start a band probably like 16 or something like that, 17. And I've been in a few small bands, but it's hard to find guys that or girls that want to actually like go for it. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just ready to try,
So
give it
you,
100%.
so you've been in a couple of small bands. So what was the difference when you left the first band and you went to the second band? What did the second band give you that the first one didn't?
Um, just a lot of button heads. Like everybody's always never on the same page. It seemed like, um, I can write songs pretty good, and I'm willing to play whatever. Like I just want somebody to like either do it this way or we'll do it that way. Like, but it's always like this bickering back and forth. Like it just got really hard, and like a lot of guys that play blues that are my age, or there's not very many my age, so they're all, older. So when I was like 16 and 17, the band members that I tried to start a band with, they were like, 40 something. And a lot of them were older than me. Um, and they had, they had like family and everything. And I didn't have all that back then, So, uh, it was just really hard finding people like that want to play the same music genre, I guess, as me. But um, I'm still looking, so still
So
haven't
you're
found one.
not an argumentative person at all. And this is just me picturing this in my head that maybe the other people were bumping heads and bickering and you were seeing that and you just wasn't feeling that vibe because you
Oh
don't
yeah,
seem like a person that would get up in your face and be like, I want it this way.
no, not at all. I don't like competition. I just stay out of it. But a lot of the ones that I did find that were my age, they would end up getting like uh we all got bad into using drugs and stuff, so um, some of them just went too far with it and never got their life back on track, and the first or the no second band that I was in, the guitar player, like, he would not show up sometimes, or he would like be way too messed up to play, so we
Hmm.
had to cut ties with him. But he ended up being in another band that kind of got big for a minute. Not like real big, but down here it was considered like a pretty big band. But
Hmm.
hopefully he got his life back together. But
So
it's just really hard.
do you think that those experiences, I would say, molded you into a businessman for the music industry because you know the qualities that you're looking for? You can see a mile away, oh, this is not going to work because I have experienced this before. So, how did you take the experiences from being in the two bands and use them towards your music business?
Um, well, I kind of guess I kind of learned what down here. I don't know about, I can't speak for everywhere, but like for down here, I know like that's certain venues and stuff. I know what those people like kind of are wanting to hear usually, and I kind of know what if I did this song, like did so many originals and then like did a few covers, like exactly which ones to play that would get people's attention, I guess. I play a lot of old music too, like 50s rock and roll and stuff like that. So people, you catch people's eye, when they do that, when you do that, play a song that, they heard when they were younger or something, Um, but my experiences were mainly just making a bunch of mistakes, you know. I'm learned from every one of them, so that's probably what molded me, and I don't even consider myself a businessman though, but um, I'm trying. I'm, I don't know what else to do besides keep making music and trying to find people that want to. I figured if I could get enough songs together on a demo or, you know, that's something for they can listen to. Maybe they'd want to start a band or, invite me over to play or something like that.
So tell
Um,
me this, do you enjoy more of the recording side or do you like the feel of the live performances? I mean,
I
which
like
side?
that's a hard question. I like the live stuff, but recording is like super important, but um, the live performance is always like the most. Um, I'll get hung up, like even like on a recording or something. Like if it's something I like, I'll listen to it over and over and over. I probably drove my mom crazy when I was learning how to play the guitar when I still lived at the house, and because I would like get obsessed with like one sound, like and most people couldn't even hear it, like in the recording. They're like, I don't even hear what you're talking about. And I'm like that part.
now
But
you got Michael Jackson stuff going on.
anyway,
That's how Michael Jackson recorded with
oh
people.
yeah, yeah. I've seen a few of those documentaries. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I get like obsessed with stuff. Like I don't know. I guess I have OCD, you would say, but um, like I'll get like my mom when I've been playing the piano for 25 years or something like that, and my mom said when I was younger, like first starting, I would literally play until like I was about to pass out. Like I'd be dehydrated, like because I wouldn't get off of it. Like she said, I'd sit on the piano for like 8, 9 hours straight. So
So,
that's kind of once I decide I want to learn something, I'll go after it. Usually,
so how does playing instruments tie in with being an electrician?
um, it's all mathematical, I guess. Like it's all math, music notes, and you know, Ohm's law. So I don't really sign into
Okay.
being an electrician. I probably just, well, it's made me good with my hands, I guess. You know, like I kind of can watch what I'm doing because, I mean, it's pretty dangerous. My field that I work in, um, we had a guy actually die not that long ago on the job. So, um, there's a lot of safety and stuff in play, but it's still accidents happen all the time. So, music, I mean, for one, it's, you know, I listen to it, you know, when I'm working. I'm not supposed to, but I'll have like one earbud in or something, and that just like keeps me level headed, I guess. So it's helped in that sense.
Okay.
Um, because it's easy to get stressed out when I'm not listening to music. Like I'll get really stressed. Like I used to just if I was having a bad day, I'd just go sit on the piano or grab a guitar or something. So I've always used it as a way to like an outlet, I guess.
Music therapy.
Music? Oh no, just I mean music in general. You know,
Yeah,
always use it as an outlet.
we call that music therapy.
Yeah, yeah.
So tell me this. Who, because I know you was telling me that in your genre of music that it's normally older people. Who are your musical idols? Another question that I wanted to ask you is how many musical instruments do you play? And do they have anything to do with your musical idol?
Um, well, musical idol. God, that's a. I always every time people ask me that, I'm always like something. Probably like Skip James or Elmore James.
Okay.
Um, like I like a lot of like Mississippi blues
Hmm.
stuff. Um, but was obsessed like when I was younger, like obsessed with Bob Dylan. So like I everything like I'd look through his outfits and stuff and try to go find that outfit, you know, like something that looked like it. Like I pretty much I felt like a different person because I felt like um you know I wasn't me. I was trying to be him. So like it gave me more confidence, I guess. You know, um because I thought I was cool at the time. You know, I try to talk like him and stuff like, you know, like 1960s Bob Dylan, you know, not like the old Bob Dylan, but, um, you know, I like, of course, like Lightning Hopkins, stuff like that, you know, I just like that old sound, you know, um, and how many instruments do I play?
Hmm.
Pretty much anything with strings on it.
Okay.
Um, I'm not really good with drums. I just started trying to like mess around on them not that long ago. And like I actually was better than I thought I would be, but um, it's hard to do. Drumming, like that's a lot of coordination, and you got to be like in really good shape to do it. So, yeah, I just download like when I record stuff, you know, since I don't have a band at the moment. Um, when I record stuff, sometimes I use like just random drum beats on my phone, you know, off YouTube or something.
Okay.
Um,
So what made you submit any of your work to Submit Pro? What made you do that?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch it. You cut out for a minute.
Oh,
What'd you
what
say?
made you submit your music to Submit Pro? Submit Pro.
Oh, what made me want to? I just like Googled like how to get your music on the radio or something. Like I can't remember what I put in, and that popped up, and I just tried it. I don't really. I still kind of don't understand how it works, but uh, I just started sending it to anybody. You know, like somebody would like it, and they, you know, like I don't think people realize like I recorded it on my cell phone, so. You know, they're
Some
like dogging the mixing and stuff like that.
you understand, but you're supposed to give feedback on how you to make it better. Sometimes
Yeah,
people and things that they have recorded in their living room, and it was like it's a rough sketch. I just want to know what somebody think. I mean, so it's different when music comes in. It comes in, I would say, in different packages because some of it is not ready to be shipped.
Yeah.
You get it all kinds of ways. I mean, so sometimes people will write blogs about you. Sometimes people will invite you on their podcast, or sometimes they'll invite you on their show, or they'll, try to sell some of their services or whatever. Normally, what I do is when I talk to artists that are just starting out or just trying to record, or I have a little meeting after the interview is over with, because I can kind of tell the things that you might need to do to get to where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
But tell me, why are you so attracted to the blues? Because you look like a very young person to adamantly say that blues is where you're at. So why?
Probably my grandpa.
Okay.
He had a record collection, and I never since, and this is, I'm proud I can say this, but it's a true story. But uh, I've never had a weird music phase. Like, it was since I was a young kid, and I would go through his record collection, and it was nothing but blues and rock and roll and stuff like that. Fats Domino. Well, he had a bunch of Fats Domino. I love that. Fats Domino was pretty much the reason I started playing the piano. And I never liked all of the weird music, anything crazy. Like, most people can say, oh, when I was younger, listening to this, but I pretty much had the same music taste since I was about 7 or 8 years old.
Okay.
But he had Elmore James. That was the first record that I came across. And his singing voice, it was amazing to me. Like, I remember just being sitting by the record player, and I was like, this. I thought he was a woman at first because how he's got that voice, but and I started looking, I'm like, oh, this is a guy that sings like that, and I just thought it was cool. I don't know, that song, One Way Out. I thought it was a girl singing for a minute. He's got a really strong voice, I guess, but I don't know what the word to use for that, but I was obsessed with it after that. I was hooked, and then got a guitar and started trying to learn how to play the slide. I even went to his gravesite too.
Oh,
We were
okay.
passing by, and I've been, what they call the crossroads and stuff like that, just to see it as a tourist attraction kind of, but I never got any better at the guitar though.
Hey girl, let
But
me tell you about this
Are your children
podcast.
into music?
Girl, everybody has a podcast these days.
But
yeah,
this one
they
interviews new and interesting indie artists.
they
It's
they
called
they,
Indie
they
Artist
are
Music
when
Hustle
I'm
with Blunt Intelligence.
playing,
Really?
when I'm
Where
doing it
can I
because they
find
think
it?
it's neat.
It's on all
But I
podcasting
don't really know.
platforms, streams
They're
live on
kids,
social
they're
media.
7 and
What'd you
12,
say it was
so
called again?
It's
um,
called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blunt Intelligence.
she,
Girl,
my
I'm gonna have to
youngest
check her
daughter,
out.
Give it a check,
she
girl.
likes the guitar, but I don't know how much she really plays it when I'm not around. Because like I said, her and her mom, me and her mom are divorced, so um, I see him every other weekend now. So I don't really know. She said she plays, but she probably doesn't. 'Cause they're
Do you work?
fixated on their video games and stuff. I never had any of that when I was younger. I didn't have video games. I was pretty poor when we were young, and that's really how I started working construction too. My mom was making $7 an hour, and it was me and my brother. And so I dropped out of high school when I was 16 to start working, and then uh, I ended up getting my diploma. I had to go to electrical school, for the union, and
Hmm.
they make you have a diploma. So I had to go back and get it. So I graduated high school when I was 22, I think. So
It got done. You did it. So hey.
yeah, but
Tell me about your latest project. I know that you don't have a band right now, but you don't necessarily need a band when you have a computer. So tell me about your latest project.
Um, I've just been like lately, I don't know what it is. Everything's like coming to me like naturally. Like I'm not fighting trying to write songs. You know, I used to try to complicate the hell out of it. Every time I'd play or write music or, write lyrics, I would just make it way too complicated. And recently I've just kind of been like stepping it down and just trying to make it as simple as I can. And it's actually some of the best songs that I've ever done or written. Um, I mean, like even usually I'm really critical about them. I don't like to hear my voice because I don't sing very well. Um, so I've recently that last song that I did, I like that. I mean, I could dig it, even if I wasn't the one that wrote it. So I was pretty proud of that one. Um, but lately, I got one song that I'm trying to record, and it's a bluesy sounding song. But they always, every time I try to record them, they always come out country sounding. I don't know if it's because of my accent or just my style on the guitar. I'm always like, man, this sounds country. I want it to
Have you
sound more blues.
worked with any other producers?
Do what?
Have you worked with any other producers?
Oh no.
Well, you
Um,
might work with another producer and they can develop that sound.
yeah. Like I said, like I'm really I'm not new to this because I've been playing for a long time, but like I'm new to the whole fact of like the internet, doing it on the internet, and then actually trying to do something with it. We always just like it was just an excuse for us to party. Usually we'd get together and jam, and then it would just turn into a party. But like this time, I want to actually take it serious. Like really try. Like I don't want to die knowing that I didn't try. You
Worth
know,
the effort.
you know. But
Yeah. All right. Well, I thank you for coming. I want you to give everybody a social media handle. If you have released any music, where they can find your music at. Anything about Kyle Seeley.
it would be probably my YouTube channel.
Okay.
But it would just like I said, I'm still new to this. I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about it. So right now I've got the YouTube channel. It's like 5 or 6 songs on there. But it's just if they just search my name, it'll pop up. I don't think I have any fancy username or anything like that.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard him. You can find him on his YouTube channel. I will actually link his channel to this video. And you can find us on podcasts, on all your favorite podcasting platforms. Find us on YouTube. I'm getting ready to start StreamYard. So you'll be able to find us a lot of other places. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye. Look for more from Cal to come. And remember to like, share, and subscribe on all major platforms, streaming live on social media, and get my services or view the show on blonde-intelligence.com. See you next week. Bye.
Hey girl, let me tell you about this podcast.
Girl, everybody has a podcast these days.
But this one interviews new and interesting indie artists. It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blonde Intelligence.
Really? Where can I find it?
It's on all podcasting platforms, streams live on social media.
What'd you say it was called again?
It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blonde Intelligence.
Girl, I'm gonna have to check her out.
Give it a check, girl.